Hello, everyone. Hello. It's been a week, but it's been a lot of stuff going on, and I'm hoping to catch you guys up on what's been happening in my life. I'm scheduling. I am planning from July 29th into August 4th. That is the next week here. I kind of feel like it should be August. I do feel like July has been clipping along at a good pace. And I'm also anxious to be done with summer. I don't do well. I get really cranky, and I don't show up here when I'm cranky. Sometimes I come here when I might be like fired up about something, but if I'm cranky, I don't film. I don't like to come to this space with that. But we were going to have, excuse me, I'm going to drink a little water. Ice water. You put ice in one of these. This is the Owala. Let's see. Can you see it? There we go. Oops. And you put ice in it. It lasts 24 hours. It's great. We were going to have air conditioning installed on Monday, Tuesday. They called late this afternoon while I was at the doctor. They called my husband and said they're going to delay. So August 7th is now our date, and I don't think they're going to be pushing that any sooner. I think they have another install that's sooner, and we're just fitting after that. I'm sad. I am literally the crying emoji right now. I'm laughing at it too, though, because, what can you do? There's nothing you can do about it. But it just got me kind of bummed because I was looking at the weather going, oh, it was going to be kind of rainy. Ironically, these couple days, the only couple days in July that it sprinkled one other day. When was that? Last week. But, yeah, I was just like, then it was going to get to like 80, 82, which again is very low compared to a lot of the rest of the country right now. We're not getting into hundreds. We've been there before. I think it was 2 summers ago. It was 107, 105, for a couple days without air conditioning. We just have a singular little unit. And I think Nessie was talking about this, where like air conditioners can only cut down about 20 degrees-ish. And so, yeah, it was not fun. We were just huddled around that little thing, the three of us, and just trying to wait it out. This was before my mom had air conditioning, because now we go up to her place. So I may be going to her place around in here. We'll see. The biggest thing is I will be, I get my, this is my second shot. I get my, my shingles first shot tomorrow. So that hasn't happened yet. I'm filming this on a Friday night because when I get that, we're going to have like a chill morning. And I didn't want to try to fit in filming tomorrow before 3:00. So we were just going to like have a slow morning, have some brunch lunch, and then probably try to clean up around the house just a little bit, because as of like Sunday, most people I know, like, it's a doozy. I know my tetanus was the Tdap, D-tap, the version of that, the full one. It does, your arm hurts for a while. That's the one that my arm hurt for quite a while. But this is kind of more like, I picture it like a heavy flu shot. Like usually a flu shot, I feel kind of for a day. The COVID shots, same thing. When I did my combo one, yeah, I was kind of down for a day. I figured this one's a little bit more because most people I know, my mom, a client I was talking to this last week, many people and the doctors I've been talking to lately, they're like, yeah, that's a little spicy, a little much. So I am not planning anything for Sunday and Monday. And that's just how that's going to go. I'm privileged in being able to do so. But yeah, I was trying to see, like, should I have moved it to today so that I have it like chill Saturday, Sunday, but no, just stuck with that because we had kind of some. So the other thing that kind of went on was my husband's sister and her cousin were visiting this last week or so. So they went on a cruise up to Alaska. Didn't go really well, unfortunately for them. They arrived here very tired, but it was just really great to connect with them. And then when they came back, they had most of the day that they wanted to spend some time with us again. And then we heard my sister-in-law was sick. And I'm like, I think I'm just going to kind of stay away because miracles upon miracles, I have not had COVID yet. This is 4 years later. I haven't. Actually, our whole little small nucleus of a family has not had it. And I know more and more people who are like really close to us. I mean, we've certainly probably been next to people who have had it. It's not like we haven't been exposed, but so when my husband went to go pick her up, he took her to go get a COVID test. And yes, she was positive for that. And unfortunately he had to like drop her off at the airport like super early. She spent like 10 hours at the airport, 9 hours, like 9.5 hours there. It was around noonish, 12:30, and their flight didn't take off till like just before 10 o'clock. So, I mean, she felt like she was pretty good, but then she didn't want to really be touring Seattle that way. So, yeah, it was kind of a bummer of an ending of her trip. So she will definitely either visit her again. She's on the East Coast. It was so fun to see her and her cousin. And yeah, it was it's just really good to connect with people that you just haven't seen for a long time. Or I had talked with her so many times over, either FaceTime or phone calls or something, or text. And this was my first time actually meeting her in person. So it was a lot of fun, but it was a bummer. So, but it just takes up so much of your time. And we were, I was worried about them both. And there were other extended family members in the area, and we were just trying to make sure everyone got back home okay. And what else? So what I've been kind of doing in here, let's see. Oh, and then I went and I met with, so we have a pharmacy program that's connected to my doctor. I didn't have this with my other GI doctors. I'm sure other places are doing this now, but it was kind of new I feel like I've been leveling up with my doctors and who I'm connected to. And it's been nice to have a GI now that has like a pharmacy or a pharmacist that assists with all of getting refills and management and symptoms and all that kind of stuff. So the GI can focus on other things. But it also has been a bit of miscommunication. So I went and saw them in person. That really helped. I think it's a neat program. I think it's, kind of good because I feel like my meds aren't quite working. And so we are going to probably switch things up. My GI mentioned a couple ways that we could change things, but yet she's not getting the full picture. So I'm like, because she's a little distanced from some of the things I've been talking to with the pharmacist and the nurse, I'm like, I really want to do this. And she's like, well, let's look at these other options. And I'm fine. I'm fine with looking at those. But it's been a little like back and forth. So I had to schedule another call with her because she was like, wait, I'm not understanding this. And because I had to put a timeline together for her. I'm like, so all this stuff has been happening in the last 2 years. And so I had to really sum up the last 2 years and try to make a really kind of succinct thing. And then she was like, well, what if we up this other med? And I'm like, no, I'm not comfortable with that. There are certain things that can stress you out, whether it's a medication or a procedure. And there's some things that you can go like, I don't really have a choice. This is what I have to do. But then there's other times where it's like, if I have a choice, I would choose not to do that. So that's kind of where we're at. We're kind of going back and forth on that. What did I do today? So I saw my PCP. So that was just a quick checkup. Again, my only male doctor, and I really do love like all my other doctors so far. I'm getting to know the new GI. Like I've only spoken to her once and then through email. So that's why we're going to meet again. So I feel like I have a really strong team around me, and this is the kind of doctor that will get things done really quick and listens really well. And what I realized leaving, again, I met him in January as a new patient, and I was looking for a female doctor. Like I'm just, because of a variety of things. And when I walked away in January, it was like the day after I had a big infusion. And I'm just like, you know what? I feel like this is someone who will act quickly, and is listening to the right things. And I feel like I'm on the right track with things. So I kind of expected a good thing today, and I did. Like I brought up some more questions. I said I'm mainly here just with a few questions. I don't really have anything new. Quick catch up. And he's kind of monitoring my labs too. And spoke about some more options just for like supplement wise, looking at my B12 and iron levels. And if I'm not absorbing very well due to the Crohn's, it's like so he was talking about some B12 shots or some iron, like I've done iron infusions. I hate them. I hate them so much. And I've spoken about that before, but like I'll do any other infusion. This one, it's like, I can feel how it's not chunky, but it's like irritating going through the veins. So, I'd prefer not to do that, so I am going other routes. So yeah, I left that going, we were on time. I left on time. Like he runs a very, and I think there's all other women in the office. And I thought, you know what? I could go and ask, but he's working really well. Like if I needed a refill, and I actually did, when I came home, I realized there's a whole med that just disappeared off my chart. So if I message over there, it's the weekend right now. So I was thinking I'd message on Monday and just make sure that med's back on my chart. I'm like, that's kind of weird. It's not the most important med, but it needs to be on there. I'm like, where did it go? So I think it accidentally got deleted. Possibly. No, they usually review it. Like I have a chance to review what I'm deleting off my chart through my chart. I don't know. I don't know where it went. I think just a nurse accidentally just took off the wrong thing somewhere. I think that's what I can guess. So I don't need refills because I went and looked at my bottle. I have 2 more 90-day refills. So I have enough for the rest of the year with my doctor's name on it, my current doctor. So yeah, I just need to put it back on. So I don't know, just weird things like that. So we got groceries before that. And, there's a family birthday tomorrow. Okay. So yeah, I think, let's see, we got these things. So I wanted to kind of say what I'm doing for my weekly planning now is that, sorry, I did these things. And we did this and this. And then I'm looking at some, as my husband's new job gets wound up here, I'm putting, you know, savings and investment plans together just to see what's getting, because we, you know, towards the beginning of a job, you're like, okay, how are the paychecks looking? How, as we're signing up for new benefits and things, like how is that all looking? And so by this time now we're getting like, okay, this is going to be the paycheck from now on. And so it's good to know where to allocate things now. So, oh, I bought, yeah, I was getting, like, I got my son a phone. It's coming. I'm porting a number. Yeah, like I've been actually getting things done. Anyway, I'm getting a little distracted. What I'm doing is I am not using these pages in here, the in-between pages, for a while. I'm just using this dashboard as a dashboard and then using my A5 vertical because, and then my health one, because this is kind of what I'm hoping I will be using, next year. So I did share that Twines and Paper was also going to be releasing an A5. I just released that as a post. I believe she's still taking pre-orders for that. I ordered the B6 one, but personally, like, the timelines go down to the bottom. I kind of went back and checked, and her A5 has like room on the bottom, and the room on the bottom for me is to put checklists, and we'll get to that when I do my A5. But I kind of want to simulate, even though it's $2, working with like just a dashboard with horizontal weeks here, and then my vertical weeks. And I'm just going to see how that goes. I don't leave the house that much, and so I want to see how that, because the hybrid has this first, you turn the page, and then it's a vertical weekly. I did see also today, Papertess is releasing a manager's. So it's like a manager's planner, and she just had a reel. Maybe she's released something after that, but I was like, ooh, what's that? What is that? Because if it is like more business, kind of like social media wise, again, I think I'm really drawn to this hybrid one. It really, like, I don't think I would get this book again. There's just so many individual pages in here. And from what I could tell from Papertess's releases, she released like a list. There's a lot of pages in her upcoming, that her, what is she calling this? The yearly notebook is not getting any thinner. Because some people were saying they only need about 5 pages. I'm a little bit more in that sense, so that there's one, and then there's like a vertical spread, and then there's just 2 more. But still, that's very much the hybrid one too. So I'm hoping for the A5 hybrid. There's not as many people ordering that, but there are people ordering that. That one is still a question mark, but it's sounding a little bit more viable. The way it sounds is like she probably will. If not enough people sign up for it this year, though, I could see her doing like one run of, now this is Twines and Paper, but I don't, like, if not enough people do it this year, she might just stick with the B6 going forward. We'll see. The B6 has been ordered. I got the B6 and the weeks. And those are definitely like being printed getting on the boat, coming over. The A5 though is still kind of a question mark. So I don't know. I want to promote it and say, please, please go get it. Cause I would love to have that one. But on backup, I have the B6. Besides, like, maybe, as I've said, like a sterling ink, maybe one booklet. I still am like, that's kind of where I am. I do want to check out the managers. I think that comes in an A5 by Papertess. I don't think I would get a Weeks Papertess because I'm getting a Weeks Twines and Paper. So I'm hoping for just 2 books next year, and one just being a health one because I got a lot of stuff going on with that, and I need something separate for that. So I still feel really good about that. Again, it's July. It's July, but we're kind of slipping into possibly what people are doing next year. But I don't feel like too sad if I just don't order anything from Papertess. If it is anything, it would probably just be the manager's one. What size? Probably an A5. And I would use that more for business type stuff. Social media is my guess. But that would be a 3rd book. But I have 3 books now. Anyway, I just wanted to ramble on about that a little bit. I did get these out. And I just realized I'm not doing individual pages here. So I don't know if I'm going to use these. I might try to fit them on the weekly, vertical weekly. So back to here. I am using these, and then I just realized I didn't get a good orange. So these are 23. So these are August of last year. And these all, I got these at the July 4th. I was going to say 5th. July 4th sale. And I just love this, you know, kind of, oh, it looks like lemonade, but it's like an orange. It could be a sangria. It could be, oh, what's the really popular one right now? Aperol spritz or something. I don't know. But it's very orangey. And it is kind of mid to late, not quite late summer, but definitely midsummer is what I feel. With that, I also have, next to me here, I have August set up. I thought I was doing that one first, realized I wasn't doing this one first. And then I will do my August one. So these are both August kits from the last couple years. I didn't really like August of this year. Her last couple kits, July, August for Sterling Ink was just not my choice of things. So then I just don't get them, right? It's that simple. I do want to put in a, that I have not put in is vellum here. She has both August and September. I do have to say, I think Catherine hired some kind of social media manager because, oh my goodness, is she on everything right now? She's like either that or she took a mastermind group or some kind of like marketing something and it has kicked it into high gear because she's doing so much to explain things now. I think a lot of people were confused about sizes and what do you get and sticker kits and dates and all this stuff. And I feel like everything coming out now, other than like a lot more is explained, a lot more is described with diagrams and things. And I think it's wonderful. I think it's absolutely wonderful. My neurodivergent brain is like, oh, okay. I knew most of it, but I could see how this helps so many people understand like how far ahead you have to be for the subscriptions, when things are coming out, what types of stickers there are. Her reels are describing, like her last plan with me went over like all the different stickers and she named them and they're like text on the screen. Like there's so much being described right now. And I think it's brilliant. I think it's brilliant, but to kind of come to that so quickly, like it's such a big shift. It feels like either she went real deep and said, okay, this is my next thing I'm going to focus on, or she hired some people, which I think is awesome. It's a very much like up leveling that I'm sure a lot more of you guys are feeling. I pay attention to it because I was in graphic design and marketing and that kind of stuff. So I'm procrastinating a little bit. I need to look at this orange real quick. And I have my... Oh, the other kind of exciting thing I'll mention real quick is back here I have my... So I play Magic the Gathering, if you're kind of new here. These are all the new sets. There's my favorite set so far this year is coming out Tuesday, and it's all these cute little creatures. So like Magic the Gathering is very much focused on a lot of like D&D type stuff where it's dragons and all that kind of, and then they have other themes. But this one, it's called Bloomborough, and it's all about mice and bunnies, and it's my absolute favorite. I got to see some of it previewed this last week, and I was like so excited about it. But yeah, it kind of matches here the best, doesn't it? For an orange. This one's a little bit more brown. Wondering about 912 and 977. This I think is a little too light. It's going to feel a little off. This feels a little off, more yellowy. This is pretty vibrant, but again, doesn't have that red hue in it. So I'm going to go 912 and 977. Anyway, I'm just really excited. We play with physical cards and digital cards. And so I'm excited I ordered the physical cards. You get like, I don't have time to make decks anymore. We used to do that before our son came along. And now you can just get pre-built decks, and they're all like gorgeously synergized. And so 977, what was the other number? 912, I want to say. I don't remember numbers very... Yeah, 977 and 912. Okay. 977, 912. So this is the orangey one. And you would think it might be this one, but it's not. So that's why you swatch them. Okay. So I think what I'll do, this is kind of the lighter one. And these are both very dark, so I'm not going to use them too much. But thank you for allowing me to rant a little bit. Let's see. Yeah, I think I might just put a little line under all of these. Oh, but there is a moon down here. Let's see. I can move the moon since that is erasable. Let's see. Move the moon. There. Just move it down a little bit. It's hard when you do placements ahead of time to know. And then brown. So I'm thinking of this a little differently because I'm looking at this as a different kind of a dashboard. Now, the Twines and Paper, even in the B6, had like kind of an area here that they moved the... I'm thinking of the Papertess Weeks has whatchamacallit, a calendar, monthly calendar up here. They put it over here, and they have the week highlighted, and then there's kind of a box here that has like top 3. So I have like an area to do top 3 here, but I'm wondering about using this area a little differently. So I am going to, I think, I'm just going in here. Let's do this. And highlighting a little bit of a box at the top here. Now, I don't really need a month right here. Oh, I haven't even talked about this. So we celebrated my birthday. Actually, maybe I can do this. I think I just noticed a fly in here. My birthday the day after I last recorded, so I didn't even have cake or presents or anything like that, and so that's why I'm like kind of low-key about my birthday. My birthday was wonderful. It was wonderful, and I did get, because I asked for these, where is my stamp pad? I am not prepared at all, but that's okay. Grab my stamp pad out of here, please. Pretty please. Okay. Yeah. So I got a couple stamps, and I haven't really used stamps much, but yeah, and then I have my stamp pad here. So I got the just plain numbers one here. And I kind of thought, I was kind of hoping these were magnetic, but then it makes total sense that they're not. They just kind of slot together. So these slots kind of fit in together. So I got the number one because I'm thinking about using like 2024 on things, but this is the month one. I'm sure you've seen this. Amazon has it, JetPens has it. Anyway, this is set up for August because August starts on a Thursday and has 31 days. I'm wondering, I don't remember one. I saw somebody using this that it fit within the grid. I'm thinking it's like fits in a 4mm grid. Again, I'm just gonna try it right here just because it's kind of mostly pushed together. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I already drew my grid. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're gonna just try here. And we're gonna just do our best. And let's see. Oh. Okay, that's pretty straight. Da 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 da. Oh my goodness. Okay. Now, if you kind of look at this, some of the stamps, the actual like, oh, I can see, if you can see right here, there's a gap. I didn't press down as far, so I should have pressed those down a little bit more. But then, you know, that's why those went up just a little bit. But wow. Like, they're not exact, but they're really good. Really good. Oh, that's so cool. Okay, that was my first time using that. So that's fun. I'm trying to think if there's any, like, numbers I could do here. I mean, you have week 31 here, so it's not that big of a thing. But I think what I'll do, let that dry. It's not bad for the first time. So I am going to kind of highlight this week as the week there. And then I think what I'll do, because you can see the week here, it's not like you can't. So I'm just gonna put these in as well. Again, just playing around. Yeah, I would definitely do that again because it fits really kind of well right there. I like that. You could probably squeeze it here. I mean, because this line lines up here, but you don't have a grid to go off of. But as you see, you know, these aren't exactly, some of these, it's not lining up to the vertical lines, but it is lining up to the horizontal lines, which is cool. That's really cool. So I think that's the 4mm grid. So I think that's why this has been so popular. So yeah, I could consider trying it on this side. That would be cool. Gotta try new things sometimes. So let's see, and it's, the calendar's already in the vertical. So I kind of want to put this big one like right here or on this side, because it's kind of the same width. I'm just going to go for it. Yeah, so I got stamps. I wasn't expecting to do it like a haul or anything. Do I want to put it like right underneath? Or do I want to put it down here? Let's try it down here. Oh, I got some more calligraphy pens. I really want to try to do some more, this keeps sticking, practice my calligraphy. As I said before, I think I used to do traditional like calligraphy way back in the, I mean, I learned when I was a little kid how to do it, like when I was in 4th grade. And I really liked it then. I think if I just, yeah, that's mostly straight. Yeah, because this wasn't going to fit on my vertical, but these will. Those will. So if I'm sorry, I'm just kind of all over the place. And it's already been 37 minutes. I'm a talker today. I am just a talker. Let's see, what was I getting out of here? Oh, my tweezers. It's like, I don't need to cut anything. What am I doing? What else did I get? Oh, I got some new AirPods because mine were broken. Oh, that's cool. That's kind of like, I wonder about putting that on my weeks. I think I'll save that. And then this is kind of like this, so I'll save that. Do I want to put the big drink thing? I guess I do. We did have one of the best, where do I want to put this? I don't like that. I might like this. I kind of want to overlap it a little bit, but I also want to get some flowers on here. So I can't have dairy. Let's see, I kind of want to do that. Break up some of these like hard lines. Kind of make that a little bit more organic there. And I love this orange peel. I can't have dairy, so my husband and mom and son made me a strawberries and cream cake. It was like, I requested it. I'm like, I would love a strawberries and cream cake, but I know how hard it is to make strawberries and cream. Like, well, how hard it is to do the cream part. But they have, I'm trying to remember what the brand name is. I keep wanting to say Country Crock. Maybe it's them. But they have like this whipping cream now that you can, and it held together so nicely. Like, it made solid whipping cream. It held for multiple days in the fridge. It soaked in a little bit, but it made the cake almost a little reminiscent of a tres leches cake. Like, it's because it kind of seeped down in there. It was wonderful. It was like the cake of my dreams. And last year I had a special cake that was dairy-free and vegan because I couldn't have eggs at that point. And that was a beautiful cake too. So the last 2 years I really lucked out on cakes. let's see. This is, I just have a call next week, which is wonderful. This is what I've been kind of waiting for. It's just, can we have a little calm? We probably have one more, not family, a friend visiting sometime in August, but excuse me, it's not as much as like what's been happening. So what I want to do is put, I picked a card. So I picked the Ace of Candles again. Beautiful Ace of Candles. And I want to put that up here. So I'll put Ace of Candles here. And then, let's see. Oh, when inspiration hits, let it grow. So I think I can write that out real quick. When inspiration hits, let it grow. And just kind of have that area up there. Magic. Let's see. So, because kind of the layout has changed up, let's see, I'll put, I still like kind of my admin list kind of front and center. And I think I'll use cursive. So I'll do admin. Oh, my pen might be running out. I might have to borrow a different pen. And then I'll put orange under that. Aaron's will probably be a lot smaller. Is it 2 R's in Aaron's? Yes. Okay. To buy, I'm going to do, as was suggested, was like have my, I think I'll do this here for the time being. Let's see. Actually, what I'll do is have this just here, like that. And then I never can remember my categories. Okay, packages, definitely have some packages coming. Okay. Let's see, I'm gonna put that a little lower. I love erasable pens. Yes, they make little dents when you erase, but I think I'll do it about here. And then research. I've been getting through a lot more research. That's what I did this kind of past week. I found I had some spare hours here and there and just was like, okay, I'm curious about things. And I was looking into phones. Again, it's like, okay, my son's old enough. He needs some kind of phone in case he needs to communicate things. Oh, let's see. I did that. So what do I want to put here? I think I want to put work here. And this will allow me to do like videos and then client work here. So let's see, I have brown. Maybe I want to use brown because we have orange highlighting elsewhere. I think I want to use brown then. My choice. My book, my choice. Yeah. I think I'll kind of keep it as that. I'm not sure what my top 3 are here. We'll see. Okay, so my vertical, this was the last week. No, that was the last week. So here's where I've been putting like short little lists down here. And I think what I would do, what I did in Moxie Life is I would put the tape higher and then have like all the way down to the bottom and it kind of has more of a divider. But with the grass here, I wanted to have it look like grass, so I put it on the bottom. Here, because I don't really have much up here, I do have the moon. So this is a new moon, even though it's filled in, and a lot of printed moons that are filled in are full moons. I go the opposite because if I see a black dot, I feel like the dot is blanked out. Ooh, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do this for all of them, but I'm going to try. Oh, can I do plain ones for all of these? I don't really want plain ones for all of them. Okay, let's see how Tuesday is going to fit. Tuesday has quite the flourish on it, but I want to see the numbers. But I want to cover up that other Tuesday. So I know if I had the clear ones, I get these matte ones because they show up better on camera. And it's a little easier for me to see. It's kind of like ghosting. I don't mind it, but it does distract a little bit. And so when you have the kind of washi tape stickers, the clearer ones, they're kind of frosted looking. It can be a little hard, but I love the layered effects too. You can do some really beautiful layered effects with them. So I don't think either one is bad. I just feel these are much easier to see on camera. Could I switch it up later? Yes, because I don't have a subscription. I just get what I feel like. So, yep. This is working out so far. See, I can actually cover up the Saturdays. The days here. And it'd be hard. I mean, you can do it with your other ones because it is pretty faint, but I do like being able to cover it up. There. Okay. So we're going to put some of these down. We're going to get fancy with it. Again, I love this orange peel one. Is there any highlighting I want to do? Do I want to put a little orange under the number? I might want to. Like really thin. Like that. Like just barely. I feel like Bob Ross. Just a little bit. There we go. It brings a little bit more orange to that area. So, what else? Oh, I have to say, it was the best birthday in a long time. I felt really like heard and seen, and I felt like, am I in the shot there? There we go. I mean, you can't help it when people are trying to buy stuff for you that they think that you might like. That's just the nature of gifts. You get to receive what you get to receive, right? And it can be kind of hard to go, oh, you know, I want something else. And it also is like, it's hard to not just get things for yourself. At least I find it that way. I'm kind of going to bring this up the side here. Let's see. Is that upside down a little bit? I'm trying to see which way these go. Again, with Catherine's stuff, it doesn't really have a side. I just want to do kind of that. I'm a firstborn. I am very kind of like, I'm going to do for myself. That's kind of been the way I've done things for a long time. Let's see. I kind of feel like I want this here, and I might need to cut it. Otherwise, it would be really pretty here. but it gives like just a smidge of an area to work there. And I do want some lists down here though, but I could put it in this area or here, because this kind of comes off of here. Let's see, up here. I kind of liked up here. And we only are in that first week. I don't really think I need to see the whole month there. Oh, it looks really pretty that way. Do I want to just... It looks really pretty right there. I have a feeling this is going to be a pretty chill week, especially since some things are canceled. And I think I want to put these smaller ones. Let's see, we still have, well, I still have these that I'll probably use in the weeks. So let's see. I think I want to put this kind of right in the middle here. And then, cut this so that it lays. There we go. I want to use this last one. Okay. I don't think so. I'm going to use brown for, well, see, here's the thing. We had lawn service here, and then we called to cancel it. And now that they're not coming, it's like, can we get you back on the schedule? We might have to call like first thing. I don't know. We'll try. I think we'll try because it'd be nice to stay on schedule with that. So actually I'll put that here. I think we'll go up to the top here. Lawn, and then GI call. GI meds. So we're just mainly discussing my meds. I'm hoping I have a specific thing I would like to do with my meds. I understand I'm not the doctor, so so here I'm going to put two things. I'm going to put 1 and then 2. We have yard waste. Because our Ridwell is getting mixed up. Well, it has a new date here. So we're putting that out here. Bloop. So those will both be out. And then here, I like to check in at noon. And then have this delivered Friday. Our milk delivery. And then, yeah, I think just getting the lawn done here, and then this is going to be kind of a work week, I think. There's actually a last website I'm launching for a client, and I really don't do that much anymore, but I do make special cases for people I've known for a long time. So I think I'm going to do this in brown. Just kind of highlight under there. That was kind of messy, but oh well. Yeah, because I don't have, like, I had this all, like, I kept a lot of, I'm trying to think if there's any other cancellations. I was trying to keep that way. So this will allow me to do like Monday through Friday lists down here. I don't have like the tape giving it like this hard, like you cannot pass area. Let's see. Labs. I'm going to try to get labs done on Monday. That's what I'm going to do. I have to do a fasting one, but I have gone early, although it is summer. If you go around 8:30, 8 to 9, there's so many people doing fasting labs that, because it's first come, first serve at that lab, because I don't want to pay like a bunch of money. If you go to the hospital labs, they're owned by the hospital and they will charge hospital prices. So I go to my neighborhood lab that I've gone to a long time. They do not do that. So, oh, I'm going to switch these up. That is not what's happening there. Get my white out. So I can either schedule at the hospital. So it's funny, the PCP I went to today, they have labs on the first floor, and I was on like on the second floor, and so easy to like get to, right? And there's probably nobody there today, but I wasn't fasting today, so I could go there for fasting, but like the difference between lab costs is like, it could be $20 to $40 total, maybe 50, maybe, usually not, versus like $215, $20. So do I want to like schedule and have a fasting lab where I can just wander on in and have it taken care of and pay $200? Or do I want to, the last time I went to the other one, I think I'm going to do this in orange in this one, is that I just watched some YouTube while I was there. I was just like, you know what? And it really wasn't too bad. I knew I'd be waiting a while, so I just waited. I think summer, though, might be a little different. I don't think it's going to be empty by any means. I think I'll have to wait. But I'm going to go reverse colors here. But I do think that it'd be worth going over there just first thing on a Monday. Why not? Also, because my husband will be home on Mondays, then I can just kind of run over and take care of that. So we're going to put this beautiful porch set. Oh, will it fit? I was going to put it down here. It kind of fits really well there, but I kind of want to put it down here. See, the other part is there's this food. I think the food will fit better up there. So yeah, we'll do this here. We'll probably put it to the side here. I'll just put it in the middle. So yeah, labs, a phone call. But I mean, I'm also, see, this is a place setting here. If you see, there is an orange on a place setting with a charcuterie board and some flowers and some oranges. So it's kind of like a little place setting here. I think I'm going to put it here because this is a little closer to my meal plan stuff. And then we will fill it in with some flowers on either side here. This is that smaller version of the one I really liked. I think I can just, I kind of want it right there. Are we just going to do it? Yeah, we're just going to do it. And then fit this one down below. Let's see. Oh, there's a little one by itself. Cute. Oh, the other thing that we did was, my mom really isn't into sushi or raw fish, but we had sushi for my birthday, and I've been kind of, like, I haven't been making sushi, but I've been doing types of onigiri, musubi at home. And, you know, you're just kind of wrapping rice and seaweed and either a little bit of Spam or like salmon or something in the middle. Like it's not really like sushi. I'm not getting any beautiful cuts of fish, but I'm kind of thinking like, how about down here? It is going to cover up part of this area, but I think that's okay. So these are gone. And I think I could cut this one. And then I use them all up, except for the names of the days of the week there. Let's see about cutting this. Anyway, it was just so delicious. I hadn't really found like that go-to sushi place in our area. And there's quite a few here in the Seattle area. There's definitely some really good places around here. Let's see, I kind of want to put this up here. Kind of right along the edge. Pretty close. And this one is going to go on this side. Here. Yeah. Right there. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Okay. Also, finally feeling like my cycle is coming in. I thought like I'm on day 50, which was, again, I have PCOS. I had 45-day cycles since I was in my teens. So I'm not really surprised by this, but I'm like, did I miss one? Because like right after giving birth, I would have to say like my cycle really fell back in line. I was 28 to 32 for quite a few years after that. And then even up until about 2 years ago. But then before I had my hysterectomy, it started getting a little wonky, of course. And then hence why we did that. And then since then, because there isn't a lot of blood flow to that area because there's a missing organ, it's like things have been slowing way down. So yeah, I don't think I missed it. So again, the only thing I go off of is breast tenderness. So I just put a B for that. So I'm thinking, and usually this breast tenderness, instead of lasting like a day or two, it's like almost a week. So I would not be surprised if it kind of goes there. But I'm kind of glad that I'm feeling some of those symptoms. Again, I don't want to be going into menopause yet, but I kind of do want to see how things shake out. So, and then here, just going to put breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And then I'll just have to kind of see how those lie there. And it's been a lot to try to get these all on here, but So I have prebiotics, no, prenatal probiotics, my B12, which we're going to see how that test goes, my calcium, and my iron. Haven't done, like, I'm trying to step up the iron, but I think this would be a good week to do it. I was waiting for like a week where we weren't running around, because iron can be like, and this is fiber. So this is for Flonase. And my medications on this side. Oh, wrong things. Squeak, squeak, squeak. Allergy medicine, my Imurin. Okay. And then I just put lines there. Whoa. Oh no. Okay, so right up here, right where my finger is, you heard the little clang. My little tab went right under it's a drawer here. Like, this is a drawer right off the screen. It's underneath there, so I'm gonna have to get it later after I strike my set. Okay, well, that happened. I do have more of those. I actually was watching this lady. She had her driver's license go into her car. Like, she has some kind of thing that extends out for her drinks. It sounds like a little thing that like slots out, and you can put your drinks in there and then slot it back in. I think she had her ID in there somehow, and it slotted back in like underneath it's kind of your console. It's, you know, where the radio and stuff is. And she said she got, excuse me, there was a credit card that went there too. She was able to get the card out, but her ID is just like lost inside her car. Just like it just slid in there. And she had to order a new ID. And I thought that was like, whoa, that doesn't really happen very often. And she's talking about selling her car. And I'm like, with your ID in there, I guess. So let's see. I am going to write 53 here, although it might be starting over at 1 by that point. I'm hoping. I'm feeling. I'm doing a check. It's medical. And right now, still feeling symptoms. But I'm hoping in the next day or so that goes away. Now, the next day or so also, I'm going to be on some pain medication and have other aches and pains. I may not be able to feel it as much. It's kind of like you feel it when you take your bra off. To me, like, that's when I notice it the most. Like, it's been secured for a while, and then when you feel kind of that ache. TMI, I'm sorry. I think that's all I need there. Are we done? Are we done? Have I talked enough? So that is, this is a really beautiful set. I have to say, these stickers, it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. I really like going into this next week here. I am going to add labs and then GI and then meds here. Oh, on the lawn. So, gotta get this all caught up and synced up here. There we go. This will be labs. And there'll be other work stuff to focus on here. I could have those as little colored dots too. We'll see. We'll see. And then this one. So thank you for letting me rant for a bit. There's just been a lot going on. I definitely have been wanting to film, as I mentioned, supporting yourself in politics. And so I'm sitting here going to be filming quite a few videos back to back here. And so I know the past couple Wednesdays I've been wanting to get that out and I have not been able to. So I'm going to do my August one next and then film that one. So I'm hoping, but I also have more time this week. So I would love to start August with again, it's going to be kind of a series. The first one is just really about you and how to support yourself. So that is coming. If you like this, please like it on the way out. If you'd want to hear again when those are coming out, again, they are coming out. It's just summer delays. It happens. Just like our air conditioning has been delayed. It's coming. If you'd like to subscribe so that you can hear about that. I'm going to clean up this mess, get my little tab that just flew under there. And yeah, I hope you have a wonderful week and I will see you next time. Bye.